everyone. Welcome back. You are with Dr. Pamela White Smith. Thank you for joining me again. This is going to be a great talk again on relationships. So I'm going to help you find love, get love, keep love, enhance love. This is what we're about. Thank you for joining me. We will talk more all the time about ways I'm going to help you find love. Now, this particular talk is about how to love yourself first. Now, I'm doing this talk because there's a lot of people in toxic relationships. And toxic relationships is a multitude of different various things. I'll give you an example of those as we're talking. What I'm talking about, in order for you to avoid toxic relationship, you have to love yourself first. So are you loving yourself first? Do you truly understand what it takes to love yourself first? Now, I know you're saying, hold on, I know how to love myself first. I know what is loving me is about first. But do you really know? And this is not to put anyone down. This is not to make you feel any kind of way. I'm giving you information about things that will help you understand how to be successful in a relationship, how to remove people. And it doesn't matter if this is an intimate relationship. This could be a friend. Just understand, this is not always about love and sex and intimacy and kissing someone or being with someone. That's still about just having friendship. It could be the relationships you have with your siblings, with a family member. It's all about how are you loving yourself first so that you can love the person that is in your life the right way. Do you understand them? And if you don't, I'm going to help you understand. See, everything about loving yourself first is about who you are. First, you have to know who you are. You have to know what you like, what you don't like, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy. You have to know those things. You can't let someone else lead you to understanding who you are. And it's easy. It easily happens. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It's easy because I was in a relationship with a toxic person that I knew was trying to control me. I continued in that relationship for reasons. And this is how we end up in losing ourselves. We lose ourselves because we're so busy trying to satisfy somebody else's desire. And that causes us to get off path. And that's another thing I talk about. You all know I talk about that. I talk about how you get off path. Now, this one is about how you get into, I don't know why this thing won't say, but how you end up in relationships with people that cause you to lose your self-love and the love of self first. So let's talk about the love you have for self. Now, that has a lot to do with the lack of happiness, the lack of pretty much could be love. It could be a form of emptiness. It could be a form of loneliness. It could be a form of depression. And what happens when you get caught into those type of webs, you forget about self first. Now, okay, love doctor, you're saying if I'm only thinking about that myself, that comes off as being selfish. No, it doesn't. Because just because you're loving yourself first doesn't make you selfish. Loving yourself first meaning you're more aware of what makes you happy. So you have to understand when are you in the defining of being selfish, right? Because selfish is a form of things that you don't want to, sometimes just don't want to share something with someone and you want it all to yourself. And so that those can be selfish. But the way I'm talking about being selfish is when you're in a relationship with a friend or an intimate partner or opposite sex or whatever. Are you being in those relationships based on self and not seeking for that person to fulfill your lack, your lack of what you think you should receive from that person? That is when you are not loving self the way you should first, because you're seeking for that person to fulfill that emptiness, that something that's lacking, something that's not there, and you're looking for them to fulfill it. You have to first fulfill your lack. Okay? So what are those lacks, love doctor? Those lacks, again, is when you're feeling lonely, when you feel depressed, when you're grieving, when you're unhappy about a situation, and sometimes finances. Those things will cause you to stop loving yourself first. Why, love doctor? Because you give up on yourself. You give up on yourself because of the pain that you believe that you're experiencing. You believe that you're experiencing something that causes you to put you in a place of emptiness and in a place of lost. And when you get there, you allow people, others can lead you to where you shouldn't be. And you'll meet someone that is controlling about, now they're about self because they're all about what they can receive out of you. They become a user or they want something from you, and you get caught up in that web and you don't realize it because of what you're experiencing. So here's my thing about how to get around and how to be more into yourself. See, people are, and I talked about this. Remember, I talked about reality. People are neither for you nor against you. Remember, I talked about that. Most people are just what? Thinking about themselves. Okay? And people do that because sometimes it has to do with their maturity. Are they mature yet? Are they in a place or position where you are mentally? And sometimes people are not where you are. And so you think they are because they give you the what? Perception that they are smarter and greater than you and have something to offer more than you. And so you think they have a better insight on what and how they can make you happy. Well, they can't make you happy. You have to make yourself happy first. You have to know what you and who and what you like first. And that's why I talk about love yourself first. You gotta love yourself first. When you realize that you're loving yourself first, everything and the things that you desire and you want will flow in your way, not their way. Did you catch that? Because remember, when we're not really truly focusing on ourselves and loving ourselves first, we always doing what? Doing what somebody else wants to do. Y'all get that? We always working on what somebody else wants you to work on. We always coming up and dealing with somebody else's ideas and what they like and what they want. Because you're not doing you first. You're doing them first. Now you get it? So what you got to start doing is think about the reason somebody coming to you and asking you about something they want from you. When you start paying attention to that, you have to decide, is this going to help me? And is something that's going to advance me? Is it something that's going to make me happier? Is it something that's going to make me feel better? Is this something that's going to be great for me? Then you can make a decision on what you're going to do for somebody next. Once you realize who you're taking care of what? First. Get it? It's that easy. When someone comes to you, and this is a simple solution now. When someone or somebody's others come to you and ask you for something, to do something, need something, how does it help you? Okay? Now, I'm not saying to get this right now. Hold on. Don't start leaving me some crazy comments to the love doctor. What I'm saying is, I'm not telling you not to do anything for anyone. I'm not telling you to discard anyone. I'm not telling you to kick people to the curb. What I'm saying to you is, you've got to learn to take care of yourself first. I promise you. If you understand how I'm taking you with this, you will get the things you desire. You'll be happier more. You will be less stressed, and you will feel better. Okay? So I hope the information I just gave you about loving yourself first is going to help you, because I just wanted to bring you something so that as you go along with what I'm talking about, you're going to learn about some of the things that I did as an individual and as a woman, and why I do what I do to help you find love, get love, and keep love. So thank you for subscribing and staying apart. And please continue, let others know I'm here talking to you to help you find love, get love on a woman's and a woman's perspective. I love you guys. I'll be back. We'll be talking soon. Take care. You've been with Dr. Pamela Smith. We will be back.